Green salutations, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Devin, and today we are back at our pause system. Now, a user on the Game Maker forums made some wonderful suggestions, a user by the name of Rytan451, and I'm going to go ahead and share those suggestions because they are definitely great ones, and they significantly improve our existing pause system. Now, we'll go ahead and just dive right in. Now, as I'm sure you know, the way our pause system currently works is we create a sprite from the surface, and then we draw the sprite to the screen, and we destroy the sprite when we no longer need it. Well, we're actually going to not do that anymore, and we're going to do this utilizing surfaces instead. So we're going to start off if not surface exists scrn. That's right, we're repurposing our scrn variable to be a surface. So if the surface doesn't exist, if it doesn't exist, well, we need to create it because we need it. So scrn is equal to surface create width and height. Yep, that should do it. So then we are creating a surface that is the width and the height of the current view. Now, setting it to the width and the height in the current view. Now, you remember some of that crazy math that we did with the viewport dividing by the width? This actually circumvents that. We don't need to do that crazy math anymore. So we got that. And now we're going to use another function called surface copy. Surface copy, what it does is it takes the contents of one surface and copies it to another. That's how we're going to capture our screenshot. So we're going to do screen, then we say 0, 0, because we're setting an X and Y value, and now the source, application, surface. There we go. We just captured the screen of we just captured the application surface of the screen, and we put it onto our surface. Easy peasy, right? Now, one thing that we're also going to do is we're also going to do the deactivating a little bit differently here. Now, I know I use the parent objects because that's what I knew and it's what I was comfortable with. But Rytan also made a wonderful suggestion as far as, a kind of less cluttered way of managing this. So, we're going to do instance deactivate all. And we're going to put true in there. Now, it's true. Now, not really a big fan of this function, but he did offer a really simple solution that actually would be a lot easier for most people to handle, and I completely agree with that. So we just deactivated everything except for the pause object itself. Now, however, though, that means our button object is also deactivated. That's bad. We need that. How do we fix that, you ask? Instance activate object. obj underscore button underscore end. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You just simply reactivate the objects you need. So there you go. And then our little function right here, our instance activate object, we're just going to replace that with instance activate all so that everything gets activated. Now, as I'm sure you can see right here, we have our sprite delete screen. Obviously, that's not going to work anymore. What we need to do is just as with the sprites, we need to do a little bit of cleanup after we, after we don't need the surface anymore. So we're going to do if surface exists, scrn, surface free, scrn. Whoops, there we go. So now we clear the surface. And on top of just simply wiping the surface and make sure it's not using up memory, if we do not wipe it when we unpause it, we will end up showing and displaying the first pause, which is we don't want to do that. We want to update every single time you pause. So that there makes sure that we rebuild the pause every single time we pause. So there we go. Now in the draw event, we're making a little change. Obviously, okay, this is the crazy mask that we don't need to do anymore, and we're not drawing a sprite anymore. We are drawing a surface. So, if surface exists, yeah, I bet this looks familiar. scrn, draw surface, scrn 0 and 0. Boom. And actually, you know what? I tell you what, we can go to our, no, we don't want that. We're going to our festive objects. We got obj underscore we. We're going to set it to no parent. Obj underscore grump. We're going to set that to no parent as well. And the reason why is because we don't need parent pausable anymore. There we go. Yep, the instance deactivate all and then reactivate what we needed completely removes the need of having the parenting system with the pausables. So, as you can see, we got this right here. We hit pause. Boom. Does exactly what it did before, but in a much more lightweight fashion. But, you know, other than that, let's see. Yeah, Daryl farts. But anyways, so that pretty much sums that up. You know, not too incredibly difficult. You know, some minor changes, and that is a much more lightweight method for capturing your screen and drawing it when you pause. Now, it's not to say this doesn't have its limitations, because it does. I mean, like, you will lose the surface if you move back and forth between full screen and window mode, and there's really not a whole lot that I could figure out as far as fixing that. So if you do use this method, you're probably going to want to make sure that your players are not able to change full screen and not full screen while paused. Otherwise, you'll lose your screen capture service. Otherwise, if you have to, you're probably going to want to stick with this right method. Well, otherwise, though, I guess that's pretty much it. You know, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or if you have anything you want me to go over, go ahead and leave a comment, and, you know, I'll see if I can get to it. Thank you very much for watching, and happy gaming!